Good morning, everyone. This is Dana from NexGen, and today I would like to talk to you about a book that I had checked out last week. I checked it out this weekend, and I haven't finished reading it yet. It's called Getting Things Done: The Art of Stress-Free Productivity, and it's by David Allen. So I thought today would be a good day now that we're going into the second quarter to talk about getting things done in our personal and professional lives. I'm going to call this Mindful Monday task management. And what you see here is the disc-bound planners that I'm going to be using starting in July. And I'm very excited about using it. Now, the one that you see on the left-hand side that's a little bit smaller, that has the words homemade on it, that I am using right now and in this task management process. So the way the book is broken up, it talks about 5 things. It talks about capturing, processing, organizing, reviewing, and engaging. So those are those steps that they're going to be that he talks about throughout the book. What you're looking at in front of the box are notebooks. On the left-hand side, that where it says homemade, that's the disc-bound notebook that I use. Now, what's really interesting about that is that I can actually remove the pages and put it into the larger disc-bound planners. So the one in the middle, that's a notebook, and then the one with the eyelashes, that's also a notebook. And I'm going to be using these journals and notebooks to capture tasks, to-do items, any ideas I may have, projects that are coming up, and basically just general information. So everything's going to go into the notebook on the left-hand side. So I'm putting everything there. It's basically a brain dump. And if you go back to my blog that I did on Sunday, I talked about how I am using the tools, whether it be digital or paper, to basically put all that information out on paper so I could basically set it and forget it. And what I mean by forget it is that it's no longer on my brain. I will revisit it shortly, so I will talk about that. So in the process, in the book, he talks about capturing the information. The next part is processing that information. So it's going to fall into one of 2 categories. The ideas, the to-do list, all the things that I get in an email or in the mail or something that someone has talked to me about. It's either going to be what they call actionable or non-actionable. So non-actionable things, um, I'm going to either put them in the trash, hold it for review later on, and that's usually within the next 6 months, or I'll keep it for reference, and I'll tell you what I mean by that. If it's actionable, I'm either going to do it, delegate it, or defer it. And usually when I'm deferring it, it's because I'm waiting for someone else to do it. For example, when we were talking about the tax liens, sometimes it requires me deferring it for a later time because we're waiting on something that the courts are doing. Now, what you see here are 2 18-month planners. The one on the left started in 2021, July 2021, and it goes through December 2022. The one on the right starts July 2022 and goes through December 2023. So there is a 6-month overlap. So the one on the left is a dashboard layout, and the one on the right is a vertical layout. So because it's a 6-month overlap, I decided to take the July 2022 through December 2022. So what I'm going to be doing is what they call a Franken Planning. So I will take part of one planner and put it with the other planner to make one planner. I will tell you that I've already started decorating the planner, and I am so excited to be able to show it to you. It's decorated, but it's still functional. So I'm learning all of the lingo in the planner community. Now I'm going to organize my actionable items. I'm either going to put them into what we call a project. And for example, that would be for the tax lien certificates or any type of property that I'm looking to purchase. I would put each property in what we call a project. Now, there may be some things that are time specific. So those are things that I would put in my calendar or in my planner. And then there's other things that are listed that would be in context. For example, if there are telephone calls that I need to be making, or if there's a grocery list, or different things like that. Now, of course, they can all blend into one another. For example, something on my project may be time specific, so I may have to put something from my project on my planner or in the calendar. So, and then for something that I am doing, for, let's say, to go on vacation, I may need to make a list. So they are interchangeable, but I'm basically going to organize each of my actionable items. Okay, so what you're looking at is a box that I use to put stickers, paper clips, washi tape, paper pads, those types markers, those types of things. So on Sunday night, I'm sitting down and I'm reviewing my action list, my actionable items. I'm putting them into either the calendar, excuse me, the planner or the project list. I'm reviewing everything. So, and I'm marking the planner accordingly. Now, for the short-term goals, I'm actually reviewing them monthly. Now, let me go back. For the weekly, the ones that I'm doing weekly, if I find that the list is getting too long, I may have to review it more often. But so far, I've been pretty good about reviewing the actionable items every week. And then, of course, if I have to add to it, I will. So far, so good. Now, in this step, I basically have to get to work. So, going through my calendar, taking care of the things when they're supposed to be done, going through the project list, and actually doing the work. And of course, periodically, new information would come in, and I would do the very same process of organizing it, putting it whether it's actionable or non actionable. If it could be done in 2 minutes, go ahead and do it for the actionable items. For the ones that are not actionable, either throw it away, keep it for filing, or have a tickler file where I'm going to review it at a later time. So this is where I'm going to actually get to work. I hope this information was beneficial. What you see in the picture are my 18-month business planners. So these are the ones that I was using since 2019 and the 18-month planners that I was talking about in my blog. So the reason why I don't use stickers or washi tape in these planners is because they're book bound and they can get quite thick. And another reason is because I use it for business. So I am very excited about using disc planners in July. or for July forward. Now, what's really good about this is that I can actually add pages to the disc-bound planners without affecting the bulkiness because I can always change the disc size. So additional information is below. And of course, as I said before, I haven't finished reading the book that is on my task list. And my intention is to do a book review after I've read the book. But pretty much everything that he's put in the book, I am doing, but I definitely got additional information about things or ways that I can be more efficient with my time and not feeling bad because I'm not multitasking. Again, have a great week and don't forget to be mindful.